welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be another skincare video, as you can see from the title. Only today we're going to be focusing on my nighttime routine, which I think is more important than anything. Your nighttime routine, I feel, is when the magic happens. So if you have any concerns about hyperpigmentation or hydration in your skin and what else, that's basically it. Then stay tuned. As you can see right now, my skin is very oily. It's been a whole day, but I wanted to come fresh to the cup, so I'm grabbing my reusable cotton pads. As I advertised in my last video, I really recommend you get them. And my simple micellar water. I don't know where to show stuff in this video. It's finished now. By the way, my hands may be dry. We're just gonna forget that. Like, it is what it is. And we're gonna do our first cleanse. So this video might be a bit long because I'm going to be talking about some new products that I've introduced into my routine. I really wanted to up things a bit, change it. I always like to rinse my reusable pads after I use them, just to make them a bit easier to wash. I don't know, I feel like that makes it easier to wash if you give something like a pre-wash before you put it in a washing machine. But this one's really dirty. I don't know what I've been doing today that my face is so dirty. Anyway, so this video is going to be a bit longer because I'm going to be talking about hyperpigmentation and how I've gotten rid of it. And I wanted to let you guys know that I have struggled with my skin in the past. It has been pretty smooth sailing for the past year, I'd say. I'd say my major skin issues were during secondary school. I didn't have anything that major. I had some acne, but it wasn't, I don't think it was like cystic or anything, but I remember having acne or some kind of like skin thing that was going on, and I used to always have to go to the GP for it. I also struggled with eczema and dry skin during my younger years. And then as I got older, it was more issues to do with hyperpigmentation from spots and pimples, I guess, and also dryness and dehydration, because my skin was so dehydrated that it was overproducing oil and I was shiny. It was a shiny show over here, but I've dealt with that with my good old bestie, hyaluronic acid. As I always say, hyaluronic acid is my bestie. So I'd say I've dealt with the I've dealt with the dehydrated skin, which was making my skin oily, and I would say I've also pretty much dealt with the hyperpigmentation. If I had a better quality camera, you'd probably be able to see a bit better. But alas, here we are with the iPhone. I used to have a lot of hyperpigmentation on my forehead, and I recently have figured out how to really fade some stubborn hyperpigmentation. So like, my forehead was the main issue. I really was not a fan of that, and I got rid of that, and I'll be talking about how. But I also had a bit of, I had hyperpigmentation on both cheeks, but on this cheek it was a bit more like stubborn, and I kind of just was like, you know, oh, that's my cheek now, just gonna deal with it. But recently, I don't know what step it is, I've done two new things. I've added a hydrating serum, and I've also started using a separate SPF from my moisturizer. Well, now I think about it, that's my morning routine. But the hydrating serum is my morning and night routine. But I started using a separate moisturizer from my SPF, and I also, with my SPF, have been doing the 2-finger rule. If you follow Tiara on Twitter, if you're part of a skincare Twitter, you know about the 2-finger rule. But I use that for my face, neck and chest, because that's a lot anyways. And also, let me show you another disclaimer on my hands. Maybe dry, I have dry skin all over. So this is the sunscreen I decided to purchase, and when I say I love this, I'm gonna have to be like spending money on this. I can't go back now to using a moisturizer SPF. This is what I was using beforehand. As you can see, I didn't even finish it, but I am of course gonna finish it because you can't waste money out here. But I've just been using this for my chest area and some days when it's not too sunny, even though that doesn't make a difference. And I've been using this for more serious days when the sun is blazing and it's literally like I can feel the sun affecting my skin. But yeah, I do intend to finish that one. But this, having a separate moisturizer from my SPF has been game changing. But that's my morning routine, so I can't really talk about that. But just to let you guys know who did watch my morning routine, that step has changed. Also, I have the hydrating serum, and this is the hydrating serum that I've been using from Glossier. As you can see, it's been about a week, and this is how much has gone. Guys, I've been using like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops. Skincare is costly, but it's working. So I don't know what to do with that. I just have to get over it. Really, like, what can I really do? One thing that also helped with my hyperpigmentation. So I'd say the main things you need to focus on with hyperpigmentation is hydrating your skin, exfoliating your skin, and using an SPF. So I think all of that in combination really helps. So of course, the hydrating my skin started back in 2018 when I was introduced to my bestie, hyaluronic acid, and I literally saw such a significant change in my skin, but I wasn't fully getting rid of the hyperpigmentation on my forehead. I was introduced to this, which is from the Body Shop. It is a liquid peel, and I have some tea on liquid peels. Basically, one of my good old TikTok skincare people. Honestly, I follow people for skincare on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I have to get all the information. I've never visited a dermatologist or actually, I've been to a spa once, so I guess that counts. But I've never really visited a dermatologist or esthetician for my skin. I've only been to the GP for my skin, and everything else I've learned from Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. And YouTube. So I started using this about 2 years ago. Me and an old friend of mine were introduced to this and we started using it. She said she didn't feel like it was doing anything for her, but I feel like it was doing something for me, and I feel like this did help my hyperpigmentation. But I wouldn't say it would just be this. As I said, it's a combination of hyaluronic acid, exfoliating my skin, and wearing SPF. The hydration part just helps with restoring your skin back to a healthy state and to get it like doing its thing better. You want to repair your moisture barrier, all of that, get your skin just right from the inside. And then exfoliation is, I'd say, is the goal for me was to get rid of the hyperpigmentation, so the dark spots on my face. So that's what the exfoliating was for, to get rid of that, to get rid of the dark spots. And then the SPF was to prevent further hyperpigmentation or prevent the further darkening of the hyperpigmentation that I already had. So yeah, any hyperpigmentation that I did have on my face or have had on my face for like the past 2 years or so has been from previous issues with my skin. It's not been something that I've had because of a spot that I've had recently. Any spots that I've had from like 2 years till now have not left dark marks because I've had my SPF, my exfoliation and my hydration. But the only thing I've been working on is dealing with the hyperpigmentation from like basically 2 years ago. So the tea with this liquid peel, and liquid peels in general, I heard, is that they're not actually peeling your skin. They are, okay, so let me wet my hands. So it says to use it on dry skin, which I did in the beginning, but then Nye on Twitter said that it's very useful to put a hydrating toner on before you exfoliate, and that really changed the game. But I'm just gonna put it on my hand. So you think it's peeling off your skin, but what's actually happening, is that even showing? What's actually happening is that the particles in the product are just clumping together. I was made to believe that this was my dead skin, basically. But the tea is that this is not dead skin. This is just the product mixing with, I guess, oils from your skin. I think it was, I think there is maybe a bit of dead skin, but it's not, I don't know how to explain it basically, but this is not your skin. It's literally just the peel clumping up with itself. So then I was thinking, so how am I getting exfoliated? How, because I know my skin feels smoother after I use it. So what's actually happening? So basically liquid peels work as a very gentle physical exfoliant. So those little particles that clumped up together actually cause like exfoliation on your face because they're rubbing with your skin. It's very gentle and you don't feel like it's scrubbing your face, but it's basically like a really gentle scrub. So that was the exfoliation I was having. But I have heard that chemical exfoliants are better and more effective, and I really wanted to get into it, but I've just been really shook because I have quite sensitive skin. I've always heard that lactic acid and mandelic acid are good for sensitive skin. You shouldn't start with, like, you know, what other more, glycolic acid, or what's the other one that people, I can't remember, but there's more stronger AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, that you could be using. But I've started, or I'm going to be starting today, literally the first try. I haven't even patch tested this, and that's a mistake because I've been trying to start patch testing my products before actually using them. And I really should have patch tested this, but we move, we're going to try it today. So what I got from The Ordinary is lactic acid 5% with hyaluronic acid. So I got 5% because this is my first time. Well, actually not my first time, because when I had my acne issues in my younger years, I used to use salicylic acid and also something, I think it was like benzoyl peroxide, but it was some kind of cream, and I used to dry my skin and it would flake off and everything. It started with a B, I'm sure, but I used to use some acne thing, and I used to use salicylic acid. So I used to use BHAs, beta hydroxy acids, but I've never used alpha hydroxy acids, except for if they're like just one of those little end ingredients in your skincare. Like a lot of skincare products just have like lactic acid at the end or something, or citric acid. And yeah, this has like this face wash that I use has lactic acid in it. It has salicylic acid, but it's at the end, so it's not anything major. So yeah, this is what I will be doing from now on, by the grace of God, using chemical exfoliants. So that's what I wanted to branch into, to even further reach that, you know, skincare goal type of thing. So yeah, so if you, this is cheap, so I was gonna say if you want to start out cheap, but this is cheaper than this. But if you want to start out safe, I guess I should say, I find this fine. I feel like it did a lot for my skin, and this in combination with hydration and SPF will do you good. But if you want to start with the acids, this lactic acid 5%, not 10%, and mandelic acid are meant to be really good for sensitive skin. We shall see today, of course. Now that I've done my talking, we can get into it and try this new skincare and see how it all goes. Just to let you know what I'll be using. Everything, of course, will be linked down below, but these will be the products. Ooh, thumbnail or not? So I've got our soap. Get that massaged in my hands, and the 60-second rule. So that's washing your face for 60 seconds. I use aloe vera because it's hydrating and it's very calming and soothing on my skin. I know my skin will be fine after I use this. It's a very simple face wash and all. So that's why I love this face wash and it has never failed me. Everyone who I've introduced to it loves it. Also, if you ever use a product that I've recommended, please let me know how it goes for you. I love to hear how products go, even if it's bad. At least then I know, and I can figure out or know why it may have been bad for you. Oh, I forgot to even mention, I used a new facial cream because I was trying to figure out what moisturizer I wanted to use with my new separate SPF. I tried out the CeraVe night cream that has niacinamide. Turns out I can't use niacinamide. I had irritation, and it wasn't irritation that even hurt, so I wasn't even sure that it was irritation, but I had like rash like bumps all over my face and my chest because I bring my skincare down to my chest. It's been more than 60 seconds by the way, but this happens sometimes. It's nice to just be extra. So yeah, be careful with niacinamide if you have sensitive skin. People say that they're up to it, but also try it out. Skincare is touch and go, and I'm not really scared so much to try stuff if it's, you know, safe within reason. If I have a reaction, I know that in a week my skin will be fine if I just keep it hydrated and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna let this up now, so I don't let my face get completely dry before I put on my rose water toner, because I feel like products work better when your skin is not completely dry. Unless the product has put it on a dry face, I think it's nice to have like dampish skin, but I do fan it a bit just so it's not soaking wet and the product's not like getting wasted, especially with products that have hyaluronic acid. I was reading up on the science behind it and how it gets moisture into your skin. I'm pretty sure it drags it in from the air, but if your skin is dry and you don't put it on damp skin, it will suck out the moisture from your skin. I don't know how that explains, but if you read up on hyaluronic acid, you'll see that you need to put it on damp skin. So I'm quite generous. The skin on my cheeks dries up a bit faster because that's when my dry skin is on my face, and the skin on my forehead doesn't really get dry as fast. I've still kind of got some of the bumps on my cheeks. They've kind of gone, but over here they're still quite prominent, but it also, yeah, they're still quite there. So I'm dealing with that, but it could also be this new hair care product that I'm using. But again, we don't stress too much about skincare. Your skin will eventually be fine. But if you watched my last video, the vlog, you saw that I got this tester from Boots. The lovely lady gifted it. The lovely lady gave it to me. And this has salicylic acid in it, and I would say it helped quite a bit. So now, with the Glossier Super Bounce Serum, we use this sparingly. It's packed in each of these little bumps, like these little pumps that I put. So I don't worry about how much I'm using, because this serum is just amazing. I can't remember how much is it. Is it £24 or 15? I can't remember. It's a bit pricey, but I want to try use the Ordinary's just simple hyaluronic plus B5, because that's what this is. It's hyaluronic and B5. That's what's advertised as the main hydrating product. Oh yeah, like the main thing. So I want to try the Ordinary's one, which is just like £5, but at the same time I like that this isn't just bare, like it's not just strip product. Like I like that it's cushioned with other stuff. I feel like I'm less likely to get a bad reaction. But you know, when I have just spare money just lying around, I may buy the Ordinary's one and test out, because what if it is the same exact thing and it feels the same exact way, and I'm here just spending extra cash for, you know, a brand name, like, basically. So that's on. Now on to the new product. I want to see if this says if you should apply it onto dry skin or damp skin. Oh, it can be diluted with other treatments to reduce strength. So basically I can put it on dampish skin. But I think just to start things off, I'm gonna go with the same type of thing that I just did. Pray for me guys, it's already happened, but let's see. Oh, doesn't smell cute. This one smells like nothing, or maybe, you know, like clouds. I don't know, it just smells like nothing. But this smells just bare. That's what I'm saying, like I'm scared about. Anyways, positive vibes only. So we'll put in one drop here, one drop here, one drop here. I think that should be enough. I'm just gonna rub that in my skin. Feeling good so far. We'll see tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated. You know me and skincare. What appeals to me about chemical exfoliants too is the fact that you don't have to wash anything off. With that liquid peel that I used to use, it gets very messy and very just tedious to wash off because it has those little peel particles and they get stuck to like my baby hairs and my edges and stuff and my eyebrows and all of that. So it's just a bit long. But with this, I literally just pat it into my skin and hey presto. So yeah, that's in my skin now. I don't feel any tingling or anything, so that's quite good news. But then again, I didn't feel tingling with the niacinamide either. But we'll see. I'll let you know if I have any bumps or anything. Egyptian magic is basically done. I love it. I've got one already waiting to be used. Got it from Costco actually. Good deal. So I take quite a bit of that. Oh, I feel a bit of tingling, but it's nothing bad. It's just, you know, just a gentle tingle. I might wait for this to dry a bit. So I'm getting that. Oh, might need a bit more. Because it's night time, I like to slap this on because your skin does all its restorative and reparative, what's the word? It does a lot of repairing at night. So that's why your night time routine is, your nighttime skin care routine is where the magic's gonna happen, because you're going to bed and you wake up and your skin's just all regenerated and restored and plump and it's lovely, sucked in everything and it's all good. So here I am, looking like a glazed donut. Everything's done. So far so good with this. Just gonna make sure that's closed. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, another new thing that I've added to my skincare routine, which is a morning thing, so I kind of have to tell you guys now because I'm not doing an updated morning routine anytime soon, is the Glossier Super Glow Serum. And this is a vitamin C thing. So this is now my substitute for vitamin C, because I still want some vitamin C in my skincare routine. I just don't want it as a liquid peel. So this is my substitute. It's a serum. I'll be using it on alternating days from when I use the lactic acid, because I just don't want any issues with irritation and stuff. Okay, so Monday and Friday mornings I'll be using the vitamin C serum, and then Wednesday and Sunday evenings I'll be using the lactic acid serum. So just to space things out, decrease, you know, chances of irritation and everything. So that is my, I was gonna say little skincare video, but it's not exactly little. My skin is very glazed right now. It doesn't normally look this shiny. Maybe it's, I don't know what it could be, really and truly. I don't know what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these skincare videos. I know some of you do, but I love talking about skincare and all the little new things I find out. So hopefully it's helping somebody out there. And don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, share it, turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel, all of that. Definitely leave a comment. I love interacting and I love talking to people through comments and stuff, or DMs, whatever. Just makes the whole thing a bit more, is it like engaging? I don't know. It's just nice when people leave comments and you can have a little chat in the comments. As always, everything will be linked down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So I wanted to show you guys my skin in a more realistic lighting, I guess. Because I had flash on, that's why I may have looked like the sun, or glazed donut, as Tiara and her skincare people say, but it's not that bad. I'm standing in front of my light, my twitching light, and this is my skin. And I guess this is a good chance to show you my face. I don't know if you can see some of the little bumps here, there. But as for hyperpigmentation, where is she? Where is she? Over here. My hands are drying. Over here is the cheek. Yes, we're loving it.